Basta yun po ang determinant.
Okay, so depende na nasa inyo. Naiuban ganahan og mas dali ano basket method, naiuban ganahan og determinant. Pero it's up to you. At least naana kay toolkit class kung saan nimo pangita sa vector product. So dili na kalimtan ni class. Standard naman ni. So
Yes, sir.
mortal sin na dahil na mortal sin na sa isa ka physics nga estudyante pag malimtan ni siya. Ano man, na-encounter man ninyo sa inyong higher nga physics, di naman i-discuss dito. I-assume naman dayon. So manandi niyo dapat kalimtan. Okay? I think, kaya lang. Now, may gusto i-clarify yung products. That's how you obtain a vector product. The product of two vectors. Gusto mo mag-practice?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so mag-end na ganun one. So, ini akong sira na ko sa inyo. I'll give you mga 5 minutes to work it out. So, suppose na kay sorry. Suppose kay vector, say for example na ako'y D1. D1 kay na siya ay component na negative 2 I hat plus K hat, and then D2 is equal to 1 I hat plus 2J hat plus 3 K hat. Okay, so find D1 crossed with D2. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes to work it out. Pagkuha magpapil din sa inyong balay, and then ballpen po dahil, and then solve it using, pwede by brute force. Use either brute force tapos na kay determinant. So nalasan yung determinant siguro. Okay? So balikan tamo after 5 minutes. Hello? How are you? So, nasolve na ninyo? Pila ka book ang nakasolve?
Mana, sir?
Na may mga answer. Hopefully na may mga answer na dara, no? So, one lang. Check naman nato kung nakatunan bagay ninyo, nakuha bagay ninyo. So, pwede niya assess yourself as honest as possible. So, pero kung wala pa kay answer ka, it doesn't mean nga kanang kuhan, dapat ka mag-worry kaya wala pa na answer. But then, fun lang, you need to study o you need to ask your classmate nganong inani ang or inato ang process or ang result. At least makuha lang din ninyo dayon plus kung unsay saan yun siya pag-calculate. But then okay, so let's solve it first using brute force. Okay, no? Brute force atong unahon lang sa. So you have by brute force. So you have D1 cross with D2. So you have D1, which is actually negative 2I hat and then plus K hat. And then you have cross I hat plus 2J hat plus 3K hat. Again, so we use murag katong algebra nga technique ninyo. So you distribute. So I have here negative 2 times 1. So you have negative 2 I cross I. And then you have negative 2 times 2. You have negative 4. Sorry, negative 4 I hat cross J. And then the last one would be negative 2 times 3. So you have negative 6 I hat cross K hat. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so ang next would be this one, that one, and then that one. So you have, sorry, not equals, but then write it as K cross I. So akong gidirin sa K cross I, K wala naman wala akong isulat ang 1. 1 times 1, that's just 1. So pwede rin ako isulat ulit sa K cross I lang. But then it is understood nga na 1 din eh. Okay, okay, 1 times 1 is just equal to 1. Pero pwede rin ako na isulat. Kita ko lang lagi ang physicist ka, so mas kapoy na naisulat nyo na kung sa wala, no? Sunod, you have 1 times 2, that's just 2. So you have 2 K hat cross J hat. Next, we have 1 times 3. So you have 3. And then you have K hat cross K hat. Again. Yes, simplify. Okay, so now we know that ang atong parehas o vector, unit vector, kaya mag-contribute. So this one will never contribute. That's just 0. And this one, that's 0. So unsay mabilin? So you have I cross J. I cross J is just equal to K hat. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and
Yes,
then
sir.
copy negative 6 and then I cross K. Unsay resulta ni guys?
Negative J hat.
Very good.
Negative G hat, sir.
Very good. So that's negative J hat.
Negative J hat, sir.
Okay. And then plus, kini siya, K cross I,
J hat positive.
J hat positive. Very good. That's correct. Plus 2 times K cross J.
Negative
I hat.
Negative I hat. Very
I
good.
hat.
So negative I hat. So see, so sayon ba, lisod ba siya? Dili, di ba? Ay, sayon ba siya? I mean, sayon ba siya? Yes, sayon siya. I mean, okay, combine terms nila din. So nalakay duha ka book nga parehas. This one and that one. Okay? But then, ang K hat o ang J hat walay kauban. So pwede na nako i-rewrite class. Diretso na nako, no? Iuna na ko ang I hat ug sulat. So you have, kinilang ang part nga na I hat. So you have negative I hat times 2. That's negative 2 I hat. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. And then, sunod kay ang J hat. So ang J hat na duha. So you have positive J and then negative times negative.
Positive.
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 So positive,
G hat.
positive 6 plus
Positive 6
na 8 sa J.
Positive 7
Positive
J
7
hat.
J hat.
Okay, very good. So you have positive 7 J hat. And then lastly, you have negative 4 times positive K hat. So you have negative 4 K hat. So that's the answer. Ano ba ninyo nakuha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very
Yes,
good.
sir.
So, at least nakuha na ninyo na. Nakuha na gid niya class. So again, using the determinant method, the determinant method, again, para mga ikaw ano, so you have okay, D1 cross D2 is just equal to, okay, again, copy I hat, J hat, and then K hat. So, ang first vector D1, so you have negative 2 ang I hat, negative 2. Tapos, walay J, di ba? So therefore, 0 ni siya diri. Sorry, excuse me. And then, you have,
Dili,
yes?
dili na siya 1, sir.
Di ba kay ang D1 nimo kay ang D1 nimo kay D1 vector nimo kay you have negative 2 I hat plus K hat raman, di ba?
Okay, sir.
Plus K hat. Walay J hat nimo dira nga nakita. Tama? Walay J hat diri.
Tama, sir.
So that's why 0 ang imong J nga component. So inana ang but pasabot class pag dili mo makita ang I hat later on, so 0 ang I hat. Kung di mo makita ang K hat, 0 ang iyang K hat na component na part pag magamit ka og determinant method.
Thank you, sir.
Okay?
Sir.
Okay, so
Thank you, sir.
okay, moving on, so you have K hat here, so that would mean that's just equal to 1. How about D2? D2 is you have ang yang first, ang I hat is you have 1, yang J hat kay you have 2, and then yung K hat kay you have 3. Now you can proceed. So you have again I hat, copy. So you have inuaning i-block nila. That one. You have this one 0 times 3, that's just 0. Minus 2 times 1, that's 2. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now, let's proceed to the next. So you have, again, this is negative J hat. Tama? Diba na nato ang procedure. So you have J hat here. Cross out na to ang iyang kalinya. And then na kay negative 2 times 3. So you have negative 2 times 3, that's negative 6. Minus 1 times 1, that's just equal to 1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and then the last one. The last one would be K hat. So we have circular na K hat here, and so you have plus K hat times that. So you have crush out ni and that one. So you have this one times that. So you have negative 2 times 2, that is just equal to negative 4. And then minus 1 times 0. So you have 1 times 0 is just 0. There you have it. So you have here 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 times I, that's just equal to negative 2 I hat. Tama na?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
And
sir.
then you have negative 6 minus 1, that's just negative 7, times negative j hat, so that's just positive 7j hat. And lastly, you have negative 4 minus 0, that's just equal to negative 4, times positive k hat, that's just equal to negative 4 k hat. That's the answer. And this should be the same with the previous one. Equal na sila. Okay, so that's vector product. How do you find these techniques? Hello, class?
Okay na siya, sir.
Okay lang. Okay, so timanan ninyo ni siya. Timanan niyo nga definition na siya kay manggawas na siya later on. Pag-discuss na to og angular momentum later on, magawas na siya. Pag-discuss na to later on og torque, magawas ang vector product. And so on. Pag-abot na to og electromagnetism, magawas gyapon ng vector product. Pag-calculate nimo og magnetic force, magnetic field, for example, magawas na siya ng mga techniques. The same with the scalar product, inyo po itong memorize, okay? Or timanan, magawas gyapon to siya at higher subjects or as we go along sa program. Okay? So anyways, kung wala na may pangutan na ako na lang i-promote ang atong physics meetup tomorrow. So katong wala pa naka-register, kindly register and then join us. Ang among speaker kay kinumdum mo atong ni-graduate o summa cum laude sa Diliman. UP Diliman at the age of 16 years old. So graduate siya o summa cum laude. So that's really something. She will be our speaker tomorrow. So maybe you may join us para at least makakuha mo inspiration siguro or makakuha mo ka ng something basaya habitaw. Now if wala na may pangutana, so unless na pang may gusto i-clarify. Anyone? Okay, there is none. So I think that ends our consultation for the day. I'll see you next time, but then I'll make a post later about the next lecture video for the topic one-dimensional motion. Okay, so that would be all. Thank you so much for attending the consultation, and have a nice day.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. God bless.
Thank you, sir.